Why are you so excited? What's going on?
I'm doing something tomorrow that I haven't done in a long time.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not a colonic.
No, I did that I did that not so long ago.
Yeah, last week.
Yes.
I'm doing something that I did as a child that brings back so many good memories.
Oh, mate. Billy Cart.
And it's not riding a billy cart, and it's not riding my Bumblebee BMX, which I'm still filthy about. And I had it out with Mum over Christmas about that.
Right.
If you're going to buy me a BMX, Mum, you buy me a Mongoose, a Redline, or a Supermax.
Pretty simple,
It's not
Mary.
a Bumblebee.
Bloody hell.
As a kid...
You should actually let go. And
That's what
you should,
go.
at some stage, we should get Mary on.
It still shits me.
We should get Mary on, and because I know your apologies are magnificent,
Yep.
but I want you to forgive Mary for the Bumblebee.
If she gives me an apology, I'll apologise to her.
But that might have been all she could muster up. She might have worked for weeks to get that Bumblebee.
They were the same price as a Mongoose or a Supermax.
See, he can't let this go. No matter what you say, he can't let the Bumblebee go.
No.
It must have been a source of serious embarrassment back in the old days.
You ever been bullied as a kid? I grew up in Sunbury. When you grow up in Sunbury and you get bullied, it is not easy. You go down the BMX track and you got Bumblebee pads on your bike. It's like rocking up to basketball and everyone's wearing Air Jordans and you're wearing KT26s.
Yeah,
and there's nothing wrong with a KT26, but you're not cool.
That's right.
All right, so it was disappointing. Anyway, I'm doing
one day.
Yeah. We got to get Mares on.
We got to get Mary on,
and
you have to forgive her.
All right.
I know it's going to be that's going to be
as long as she
show.
apologises for not.
No, there's no apologising when you forgive somebody.
No, you can't put some kind of parameter around an apology like that.
No, you just have to say, "Mum, I've held it against you for a long time."
I love Mum, but she's stupid for buying me a BMX.
Mate!
That Bumblebee BMX was just a poor decision.
This is the same attitude you had before you had a hole-in-one. You hated everyone who had a hole-in-one. We used to have people calling all the time and they would tell us about their hole-in-one and you hated it.
You know
hated
why I
their
hated
guts.
Because you called me an acist.
That's right.
He reckons I hated everyone who had a hole-in-one.
You were.
And I was. True.
You were.
True.
You were racist against other people who had hole-in-ones.
But that's got nothing to do with my bike. Just buy me.
No. Because you didn't like people calling in bragging about it, but you had to go through the 5 steps.
Yeah. Oh.
Right? There are 5 steps.
But it would help if she apologised first, then we can move on.
That doesn't work that way.
All right, we'll get to that.
You've just got to forgive.
All right.
Is she as stubborn as you?
Yes.
No, my sister is. My sister's stubborn. No, Mary's pretty. Mary's pretty good.
Along. You would have been ripping each other's heads off back in the day.
I don't know what happened.
So what are you doing? What's this thing you're doing?
So tomorrow I'm going yabbing.
Oh, so good.
Now, I haven't been yabbing for a long time, right? So I've got a friend who's got a big property down on the Ballerine, 26 dams he's got. One of his 26 dams.
Jeez.
One of his dams is over 500 metres in circumference, bigger than the MCG.
That's a big dam.
No one has fished his dams for 6 years.
There'd be bloody yabbies everywhere.
This could be Yabby Central.
This is yabby dabby do.
This could be Yabby Jeans. Like we could have. So tomorrow. So it's been we've been organising. So we've got some nets ready to go. We've got the string and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. What sort of meats are you using?
This is the important one. So I ring up Heritage Meats, Pete, my mate.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm going yabbing. Mm-hmm. I want your dirtiest, stinkiest, heart, liver, lungs. You give me what you've got.
Yes.
And he said, I don't have a lot of that. I said, well, give me some rabbits. Because rabbits is really good for yabbing.
Yabbies love rabbits.
Loves rabbits.
I didn't know.
Don't know why, but they love rabbits.
Righto.
And he goes, I don't do rabbits.
Oh, what sort of a butcher is this bloke? He's a hack.
No, but then I start. No, Pete's far from a hack.
Is he?
Like if there's rabbits available, he's got them.
All right, but just not at the moment.
I just thought I'll have a look around Geelong. No one sells rabbits anymore. No one sells rabbit meat.
Why not?
Well, I don't know. Have you seen rabbit meat in the butchers or in the supermarket?
No, I haven't seen rabbit stew on any menu for a long time.
We are in a plague of rabbits right now. Why isn't there rabbits? Why are we not eating rabbit?
It's a bit like duck. It's a rich meat. Is that the story?
Well, it's a bit gamey, but if you know how to cook it, if you do rabbit stews and, it's not like cooking chicken wings or buffalo wings. It's a little bit different. I can't find rabbits. I can't find rabbits, so I might have to go and catch some rabbits.
Well, I bet there's
Tonight.
people who know what they're talking about.
With my hands.
Just running around a paddock. There'll be people out there who listen who will know exactly how to cook rabbit, and I want to hear from you on our socials next week. I want to know.
Well, my mate John Stafford, who lives in Sunbury, he goes ferreting still. He's got ferrets and he still goes ferreting.
How many ferrets has he got?
I don't know, but
Do you have a stable of ferrets?
no.
What do you call it?
No, I don't know. It wouldn't be a flock.
No. What's the grouping term?
No, it'd
for
be
fat?
Oh, cereal, no?
Hang on.
Here we go.
Hey Siri, what is the grouping term for ferrets?
I found 5. Business, cast, fascines, fastening, and business.
A business of ferrets. I like a cast of ferrets.
Yeah.
There you go. A cast of ferrets.
So he's got a cast of ferrets.
So he's got a cast of ferrets, but I remember he used to sell them for about $8 a pair. Because when you get the rabbits, you sell them as pairs.
Yeah.
They used to be $8. I think they're about $30 or $40 a pair.
What?
For a pair of rabbits now.
What, for like pet rabbits or for eating
No,
rabbits?
for eating rabbits.
Yeah.
No, you don't sell pair. You can,
$30?
$30 or $40 a pair, I reckon.
Want to be a good stew?
Oh, hang on. We'll have a look.
go
I'll
on,
have a look.
go
How much are a pair of rabbits?
Go on. Right, don't do the
Hey
cake.
Siri, how much is a pair of rabbits? Here we go.
You got it?
Yep, it says how much they cost.
Why didn't Siri talk to you?
She's got the shits. She's got the shits. $30.
$30.
$30 for
You
a pair
got
of
it.
rabbits, yeah.
I don't reckon I could eat rabbit.
Anyway, so going happening. So
Why can't you eat rabbit?
I
What
just
the hell is
I
wrong
just
with
don't
you?
want to do it. I just don't want to eat a rabbit.
But you're a human, mate. That's how we live.
What do you mean you don't want to eat a rabbit?
Things.
Mate, you won't eat. You don't eat what, grapes. You don't eat grapes. Is it grapes?
There's lots of things I
Or
don't
strawberries.
But there's
So hang
nothing
on,
wrong with eating
But
rabbit.
you eat cow and pig, don't you?
Yeah, but hang on a second. You're having a crack at me, Marco, for not eating a rabbit, yet you don't eat strawberries and grapes.
Do you eat meat?
Yes, I do.
There's nothing wrong with rabbit, mate.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it.
Well, how
I'm
do you
just
know?
saying-
You've never tried it.
I have tried it.
See?
Oh, you didn't like it?
I didn't love it.
Well, there you go. That's why you're not eating it.
See, I don't discriminate for my fruit. Not like you. You discriminate meat. I don't like any fruit.
Have you eaten crocodile?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Have you?
Crocodile's awesome.
I would love to taste crocodile.
It's not as good as platypus or dolphin, but so we go yabbing, and I'm taking Kev with me.
Kevy!
Taking Kev. So Kev's turning 70 this year.
God, he looks 102.
And he said, "I'll bring the rock melon."
Right.
I said, "What?" He goes, "The best yabby meat is rock melon."
You're kidding me.
I said, "You're joking. I've never heard of that."
No.
So we're going to take rock melon and give that a crack.
So you won't have rabbit on the string, but you're going to have rock melon.
Might have rock melon.
I wonder how
I
it
reckon we'll
goes.
put rock melon in the net. In some of the drum nets or whatever we've got, opera houses.
It's worth
or-
giving a go.
Give it a go. Well, so what we don't get from.
How are you going to cook the yabbies?
Now, Nigel's doing them. So Nigel's got the big yabby pot.
Yeah.
We'll do them in vinegar and a bit of chili, but basically boil them. Yeah.
Someone told me once that they use satay sauce for yabbies.
Yeah, no, you can. Yeah,
Really?
I've used that. Yep.
Peanut style.
Yep. And
Satay yabbies.
Yeah, satay
and
yabbies.
I've also had a bloke. I've also had a bloke who used to cook them in a Vegemite kind of broth.
Oh, yeah, so that's appealing. I don't mind that.
Oh, that's appealing, yabby.
Yes.
Oh, I like it.
Hey, you mentioned before
So, but I
buffalo.
haven't done yabbing. I haven't done yabbing in a long time, so I'm really looking forward to it.
That will be fun.
I'll take some photos and we'll put that up on socials as well.
Yeah. You mentioned before buffalo wings. Why are they called buffalo wings?
It's because of the sauce, I think. I think it's a buffalo sauce, and it became very popular.
Buffalo sauce.
Yeah, they're not
from actual buffaloes, but the brand of the company is a barbecue.
I'd say so. Well, you should know this. You live in Texas.
Yeah. So there's a company that it's a barbecue sauce made by buffalo.
Yes, that's right.
But
And
a very famous sauce.
I love buffalo wings.
Yeah,
You know,
they are good.
I've been on TikTok. I've actually found a couple of Kentucky Fried Chicken recipes, and
How?
I don't know.
No, they've got secret herbs and spices. No one knows,
well,
mate.
I think it's pretty close, and I've had a couple of goes at it, and it's pretty damn
Really?
close. Yep, pretty damn close.
Speaking of that, guess what I learned over the break? Japan has a traditional dish that they eat on Christmas Day.
Yabbies.
No.
Hang on. Now, I've been to Japan a few times.
Yeah, I know. And
It's a
it's
traditional.
big.
It's huge.
And the whole country gets
The
involved.
whole
It's
country.
not McDonald's.
No.
It is a takeaway food.
The whole country eats this on Christmas
You're
Day.
talking about it.
Yeah,
KFC.
it's KFC.
KFC.
Yeah,
How
that's right.
bizarre is that?
It's unbelievable.
But
They
did
all
you-
get the bucket. They all, one family after another, lining up to get a bucket
But
of
you
KFC.
know the problem. You know the problem. Our Kentucky is different to every other Kentucky in the world.
But see, that's disappointing because no matter
Ours is
where you
better,
go,
apparently. Ours apparently is the best Kentucky in the world.
well, that doesn't surprise me. We got great chickens down here.
Steggles.
They are the best.
Are they Steggles chooks? I think they are.
At KFC?
KFC.
I don't know.
I think they
It's
are.
amazing though how McDonald's, their quality control of everything they do is exactly the same. I've been to McDonald's in the most disgraceful, disgusting places you've ever been in Asia.
Still the same, isn't it?
It is exactly the same.
How do they do that?
I don't know. It's amazing. It's a miracle.
If you had a choice of Kentucky or McDonald's as your last meal, what are you taking?
No, I'm going to chicken tenders with the biggest bag of chips in the history of the world
From Kentucky.
from Kentucky
Yeah, I'm
and
going-
a 7-Up.
A 7-Up.
Well, that's the best drink they've got.
Well, I'm
in
going,
the
to
fridge.
I'm going to large popcorn
Yeah.
with gravy.
You put gravy
Put
on
the popcorn and gravy.
Yeah, okay.
With a Pepsi Max
Not
and
silly.
a big thing of chips.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah. Go on, third man.
Oh, out of those two?
Just
No other
Kentucky.
McDonald's or Kentucky.
I'd probably go Kentucky, I think, if they're the two choices.
Yeah, that's it.
You don't sound
hang on.
overly enthused.
There is more. You've got to tell us what you'd have.
Well,
Is
if I'm
it-
going to have a last meal before I die, I wouldn't probably choose either of those two
We're
options.
not asking you that question. We're saying
These are the only two
Kentucky, that's the menu. What are you having?
Okay, all right. I'll probably do like a zinger burger and a large chips with extra seasoning on the chips.
Can you ask for that?
And the chips have to be freshly made.
I didn't know you
didn't
could
need
ask
that.
for either of those
What drink?
things.
What drink?
So, it's lemonade.
No, 7-Up.
7-Up or Sprite?
Oh, okay, Sprite.
There's no Sprite anymore.
Isn't there?
Yeah, there used to be Sprite.
What's happened to Sprite?
They've moved on. They've changed the. They've
Well, how
changed
come
their
I
fridge.
don't know this?
Well, you don't go through the drive-through as often as you used to.
Ah, true.
Good for you. That's why you're looking so good.
I know you can get extra salt. You know how I know that? One of my great mates, Joey, passed away now, rest in peace. Joey, when we shared a place together when we were very young, he would go, when we'd go there, he would always say, I want chips, but I'm going to wait until there's a freshly made batch and I want extra seasoning on them.
How long would he wait?
Oh, like 3 minutes.
But the problem is when you get the chips straight out of the fryer, it's too hot.
Yeah, too hot.
Burn your little lippies off.
Well, I don't think he ate them straight away, but that was what he did.
Okay.
That was what Joey did, and that was his thing.
I reckon KFC chips are almost good when they're lukewarm.
Yeah,
In fact,
yeah.
much better, soft and mushy.
Best chips. Which fast food place? Pop quiz.
Oh, that's what we've just been talking about.
No,
KFC dominant.
I do like Mackas chips inside my cheeseburger.
French fries.
Yeah, me French fries inside the cheeseburger, gherkin out.
How
Or pickle
how
it.
many chippies do you get inside that bun?
If I get
The whole packet?
if I get two cheeseburgers,
Yeah.
half a packet in each.
It does sound good.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. It does sound good.
And the only reason we're not banging on, they're not sponsors of ours yet. But the reason we bang on about it is because it's convenience, isn't it? That's why we do fast food. We're not eating it because it's the greatest tasting food on the planet. It's just easy.
Well, one of the great shames is that fast food, if you're buying for a family or for a family of 3 or 4, whatever, it's actually cheaper to buy fast food and that is to make a proper meal at home, which is one of the great shames, I think.
Unless it's fish and chips.
Mate, there's
Oh,
nothing
yeah.
wrong with having KFC or McDonald's.
Oh, now and again, no, totally.
Every once in a while.
Yeah.
It is no big deal. In fact, I encourage it. Get out there and get some. It's bloody good.
Yeah.
Stop being sticks in the mud.
Yes.
Billy
Stop
carts. You mentioned billy carts before.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever make a billy cart when you were a kid and go, rousing around the
Yeah, I
neighbourhood?
did. And I used pram wheels at the back and skateboard wheels at the front.
No. I use pram wheels at the front and ball bearing style slippery
that's
ones
what-
at the back.
Well, I had it back to front.
And
no wonder
they-
I had no control over my cars.
Mate, that was
No, I should have done it that way.
The most fun of all time. You'd go flying down at the end, the stop. You'd do a little turn with the pram wheels and whee! You just whiz around and you'd be facing uphill before you knew it.
Yeah, so I talked about my Bumblebee before.
Yeah.
All right. So I after I got rid of the Bumblebee, I put a bike together myself.
Right.
And I brought these unbelievable Tufts. The blue Tufts.
Did you have the Tange forks? Or was that,
No,
was
I
that
don't
a
know what
thing?
forks I had, but I had these blue Tufts. Anyway, I'd only had these Tufts and this bike because I put them on my chrome molly frame that I don't know, found or probably stole. And anyway, I was sitting in the backyard, came home one day, my BMX was up on blocks. Someone had stolen my Tufts.
And left the bike.
And left the bike. Like, seriously. How bad is that?
That's an insult.
That
is insulting.
They left my frame and stole my Tufts.
What sort of a run have you had with BMX bikes?
You know why I bought the Tufts?
Why?
Because I used to always buckle my wheels because I was doing jumps and all that. And they said if you buy Tufts and you buckle your Tufts, the way to fix them is you put them in the freezer.
Now, I want that myth busted because that doesn't sound right to me. I always heard that, but I never saw anyone fix it.
I put them in the freezer once, but I don't reckon I put them in long enough, but it seemed to fix them up a little bit.
Little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, if you know, get in touch with our socials. We might get you on because I need to know whether that is true.
I am going to buy a retro BMX bike in the next 12 months.
Spoil yourself.
I'm going to buy a Redline, a Supermax or a Mongoose fully done up bike.
You're kidding me.
I am going to buy it. That is going to be my present to me. They're about $2,500 to $3,000 right now.
I'm coming around.
Now, will I ride it? I don't know.
No, just leave it in the corner of your house, mate.
I'm going
put it in the study.
I'm actually going to put it up on the wall. I'm going to get a thing and I'm going to actually sit it up on my wall so I can look at it every day. Just walk by. It's just one of those things.
What do you call these things? Because I'll tell you a story at the moment that TaylorMade did, the golf club brand, and they couldn't make enough sets. But what do you call this sort of thing? It's like a trophy of youth, or it's something you have in your office, or something you buy to spoil yourself.
Yeah, I don't know what you call it, but we all go through it.
Yeah.
Like, I'd love a VL Commodore again. I had a VL as an 18-year-old.
Oh, my gosh.
I had 3 of them, and I wish I still had them.
Which year?
I had an 87, 88. My second car was a VL Nitron. Limited edition, 88.
88's the best.
Well, that's the one. That was the VL Nitron.
You know why? 88 had the Nissan engine.
Yeah, mine were 3-litre Nissan turbos.
Oh, mate, so good.
The Interceptor, unbelievable.
I wish we never sold our VL. We had an 88 VL, wish we never sold it.
They're best cars. That is a trophy car.
I would love a Mustang. You know, the old ones, the 1960 ones. I know it's cliche.
And you want a right-hand side drive too, don't you?
I want on the wrong side.
Oh, you want on the left side?
No, whatever the wrong side is for I want a left side drive. I would just, it's a big cliche, but I just love them. I reckon they look so beautiful. The little pony in the back. The story I was about to tell you is that when Tiger Woods first came to TaylorMade, he got all the clubs done, and he has somebody make clubs for him, so they're absolutely perfect. So for whatever reason, for instance, he has his 9-iron a little bit more offset than the rest of the clubs. It's really strange. Some of the clubs don't quite match the half inch, quarter inch when you get down the bottom. They're a little bit off. So TaylorMade, he got all these requests. I want a set of irons like Tiger Woods. And they all thought that people just wanted to play the clubs that Tiger played. But it wasn't the case. They just wanted to have a set of Tiger Woods' clubs in the office. Some people wanted to play them. They made them in this beautiful box, the whole lot. They couldn't keep up.
Really?
They couldn't keep up with just a set of bats that were made for Tiger Woods that people could put in their office for the same reasons that you probably want to put the Mongoose on your wall or other people.
Because it brings back great memories from you as a kid. It's a bit like, well, what about Tiger now splitting up with Nike?
Oh, that's big.
So they've now split up. It was like when Kobe passed. His shoes went through the roof. I bought a pair of shoes, a pair of Kobe's online over Christmas. Yeah, they were for my daughter, and they retailed for about $140 when they first came out. Yeah, they were $450.
Oh, yeah, wow,
$450 only because Kobe's no longer with us. So it's just that I think you've got to get your head around that. There is some things out there that are going to appreciate very, very quickly because of our age group now.
I reckon our family out there, if you've got something that you have bought that just makes you feel good, you bought it for no other reason than you just want to have it in your house or you just want it close to you, get in touch with our socials. We would love nothing more.
Do you remember the days when I moved down to Barnheads many, many years ago, right in the middle of radio, there was one thing I always wanted to buy. It was a pinball machine.
I would love a pinball machine.
So I brought Pirates of the Caribbean because I lived down the beach.
Yeah.
I lived down the beach.
Yeah,
so Pirates of the Caribbean was the one. It was the saddest day when I sold it. I sold it and I should never have sold it.
I would have bought it off you. What did you sell it for?
$3,000 or something.
Oh, please. I would have had that thing.
I know. Stupid.
You're a mongrel.
You know, remember the old tabletops?
Yeah, I got one of them as well.
I would love one of those.
You can load them with Galaga and with Pac-Man.
They come with 1,100 games now. Yep, 1,100 games and about $1,000.
I want one. I want one of those too.
Oh, but you buy, I think they're about maybe $4 or $5 grand. A lot of money.
No, you get them for $1,100 tabletop
Really?
Machine's right.
Does it-
I will send you the link.
Does it come with cigarette burns in the?
Of course it does.
Yeah, I want one
Of course
those.
it does.
Got to have that.
Now, guys, we've got a lot to get through because we have. You guys were talking some civil selfishness earlier on, so we're going to get to that
I'll
shortly.
come back with mine. It's important.
And we've got a caller, Horry, who doesn't want to be a hero, but
His name's Horry.
his name's Horry.
Righto.
Horry the hero.
The Horry's a hero, so we're going to talk to him shortly.
Great.
This is the Couple of Blokes podcast with Ox and Marko, and as always, thanks to our great mates at E&S Trading. Make sure to subscribe and you'll never miss an episode. And it'd be great if you could rate and review us wherever you get your pods.
I'm very keen to find out what Horry wants to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
I've never met a Horry before. Have you met a Horry?
No, I don't think I have.
I wonder if that's
Is it
his-
short for
I don't know.
Horace?
Well, why don't we call him and ask him?
AB.
The only Horace I know is Horace Grant that played with the Chicago Bulls.
He was a good player.
Horace Grant was a gun.
Superstar.
He actually took over from Oakley when Oakley was there. They got rid of him and brought in Horace Grant. They needed an enforcer, a big centre.
Some weird glasses towards the end of his career.
Yep, needed him.
Come on, Hozza.
Hurry up.
Hello, Greg speaking.
Horry.
Hey,
It's,
how are you,
g'day, mate. It's Ox and Marko here. How's things?
Really good, thanks, pal. What about yourself?
Yeah, going well. Now,
Hang on a second. Why do they call you Horry?
It's just my surname. My name was Horror.
Yeah.
And eventually the girls would be screaming over the fence, hurry, hurry, hurry. And then we just got
The girls.
sort of,
Other girls.
Yeah, fantastic.
Oh, really?
yeah, so then now it's
Fantastic.
just been tamed down to hurry. So.
Now we believe that we believe you're Cape worthy. Is that true?
Oh, I don't know if it's a cake-worthy thing. It could be, can we still be friends? It's the opposite to that.
Oh, really? All right. Well, talk. We
like
want to hear
lock
this.
it in.
Please tell us.
Oh, I think it was a story about us going, me and a mate, let's just call him Russ, because just like Marco's neighbour, it's a good name, doesn't
right.
get used enough.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah, love it.
Righto, so me and Russ, we go out to Bridie O'Reilly's. We put on a stack of dupe, as you do back in the
Oh,
90s.
love you.
Nice. Monday night? Was it a Monday night?
No, it would have been a Saturday after footy.
Yep.
So you duck down to Bridie's, and he's been lucky enough to get with an absolute stunner.
Ooh.
So
Nice.
Things are looking up.
you know, the equivalent of our Margot Robbie, and because it was the 90s, we probably would have been the Sharon Stone lookalike.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Anyhow, he had the time of his life. We go back again next week.
Ooh.
He sees her across the bar, makes his way across. I can see him stumbling, and he looked uncomfortable.
Uh-oh.
So I just make my way over there, and I introduced myself. I said, hi, my name's Greg. And she says, hi, my name's Kylie. My mate's face lights up with joy because I've just got him out of a real sticky one because he had forgotten her name.
Oh, my God.
And he's gone,
yes.
you're a legend, gave me a huge hug. And he just, ever since, he still thanks me because got him out of a real pickle. And then after that, he was just away, smooth sailing.
How good is it? And there's nothing worse. So you do need a cape for that because that is serious.
That's a great
Don't want to
mate.
be a hero, but that is mates
just a simple
101.
mateship thing. You're just looking after a pal. You can see him struggling. Just
Kylie.
duck over.
Kylie's a 90s
introduce
name
yourself,
too.
pleasantries.
You know what?
She was a good sort, I tell you.
You know what, Greg?
Yes.
We talk about wingmen and they don't get enough credit.
No.
They do not.
No.
But in this situation, you deserve a medal. You deserve something more than a pot of Carlton for your troubles. You deserve something
Coopers.
special. You need more.
Yep.
You need to go down in there needs to be a Hall of Fame for wingmen.
There should be a T-shirt, a wingman T-shirt made up of that moment.
For something like that, Greg should go into Wingman
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame into folklore.
Yep.
For doing something like that.
You are our inaugural Hall of Fame wingman.
In fact, that's right.
Simple things. Hey, boys, simple things.
What we will do is that we will have an honour board
Yes.
for great wingman performances moving forward
That's it.
from this day. And Horry, you are number one, sir. Number one.
What a privilege. What a privilege, eh?
We'll have to get someone to design something up.
Oh, easy. We've got a design team here. Easy.
It better be like, when you go into a lawn bowls club and you've got the dirty old things with it, almost got a little roof on it.
Yeah.
It's almost got a little roof. It's got the gold writing. Right now, it says, what year was it?
I know 1999 was a really good year for most of us.
All right.
Yeah.
1999, Bridie O'Reilly's.
Horry. Done. You're in.
Nice work, Horry.
Well done. Thanks for taking our call, mate.
Hey, boys, could I just whack another little story in?
Yeah, please.
Love stories.
Please.
Righto. So, same fella. We'll call him Russ. This is going with KT26s.
Oh, yes. Sweet spot.
He worked for the council, and they were the issue shoe.
Right.
And he was a garbo. Remember in the old days, you had your footy jumper on. The garbos run behind the back of the truck.
They're the fittest blokes in Melbourne.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, it was Paul Couch.
Gary Hocking.
That's
Gary Hocking.
That's it. That's it.
So good old Russ. He was new to the caper. He was holding on to the back of the truck, and another bloke dacked him, and he was too scared because he was new. And as they're driving around on the back of the truck, his pants were down around his ankles and he couldn't reach down to pull his pants back up. And he had cars bipping their horns behind him and all the way down Gilbert Road. That was Preston back in the day.
Magnificent. Something just pops into my mind. I wonder if old Kylie would have given old Russ the same sort of treatment if she'd known he was a garbo. I don't reckon Kylie wouldn't have given him the time of day, is what I'm tipping. That's hilarious. Good on you. Thank you, Horry.
Absolute legend.
You're a star.
All right, lads.
Thanks, Horry. See you, mate.
I'll speak to you again.
Will do. Bye.
Thanks, guys.
That's
Love
fantastic.
that. Love that.
Good
wingman.
If you've got a good wingman story, this is the place, folks. Get in touch with the socials.
Names are important.
We have got an honour board all set to go.
Anyone else sense the irony that Ross was a garbage man and he had his junk out?
Don't you start being funny.
That is comedy gold.
Goodness sakes.
Comedy gold.
No, he cleaned up.
Now, this civil selfishness you mentioned earlier on, Marko, you were pretty up and about it.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, okay. So,
I am.
So give us the-
a couple of episodes ago, we were talking about shop assistants should get a free one.
Yep.
Per day.
Yeah.
Well, this kind of falls into the same category, except it should be worse. These sort of people should be stoned.
Okay.
Stoned.
Who are these?
Well, I'm doing a lot of driving with my daughter at the moment because she's on her L's.
Yes.
And I'm enjoying it because she's a very good driver. But for
Better than Trish, apparently.
Much better than Trish. I feel more comfortable.
Is Trish not a good driver? Oh, no. She's not one of those jerky. She's a jerky driver.
If it's 60, she's got to be on 60 the whole time. She can't just go with the flow.
Trish, you're better than that.
It's hard to deal with. Anyway,
so Livy's flying.
That's a different story.
Well done, Liv.
Liv is killing it, but she's in this habit of wanting to say hello to other learner drivers on the road.
What do you mean? What, give him a wave?
Yes.
Or a two?
No, a wave. She wants to give him a wave.
No. That's uncool. That's uncool, Liv.
I know.
Liv, you're better than that.
But because of this, we are now, kind of driving side by side with other learners.
Oh,
all right? It's just crept in. But now I'm starting to notice, because we're side by side, we're in the left lane, people are now tailgating the other learner because Liv's a good-looking girl. The boys don't want to go past anymore.
Oh, no.
So now we've got these blokes tailgating another learner on the right-hand side.
Oh, no.
Tailgating. When I say tailgating, 1 metre off the backside.
That is funny.
Tooting the horn and carrying on.
Get out of the way.
Just tailgate.
You got to tell Liv to stop flirting, and I know she's not flirting deliberately, but she's just got to drive. Don't worry about waving. Don't worry about the other loonies on the road. Just drive.
Oh, she's waving to these boys.
She's waving.
So she's being polite and just
well, she's having fun in the car because look, Dad, there's another learner. I'll say hello.
And the bloke thinks she's.
Hang on a minute here.
It's unbelievable.
Well, if my boy had been driving too, doing his letters, and Liv had waving to him, he'd be driving beside her as well.
Oh, mate. It's a messed up one.
Yeah. Did you mention Trish being a bit of a shonky driver?
Yeah.
My wife Jay's got this terrible, terrible habit that I call her out on, and she won't stop doing it. She's one of those phantom breakers when she's in the passenger seat. She you're driving along and she goes like that, or she'll go like that. Well, it's totally safe. It's completely fine. And she said, I can't. I just do it. That you're driving a little dangerously. And I'm not driving dangerously. I'm driving like a normal human.
She's got Tourette's.
It's a shocker.
I was watching on TikTok the other day this trick that they played on their dad.
Yeah.
So the dad's in the passenger seat snoring away. And they got a photo of a truck coming straight at them and they stuck it on the front windscreen. right? And it looked absolutely real. They had these little lights behind where the lights were, so it looked like the lights on the truck were coming. The missus slams on the brakes. The two kids in the back are filming. Like this. Dad jumps up. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I want to see it.
It is a great. Now I love staging.
I want to see it.
Nothing better than when someone's in your passenger seat and they're asleep, and you slam the foot on. It's so good. But as a parent, when you're teaching your kids how to drive, it can be nerve-wracking.
What's the number one thing? I asked another girl before I...
Brakes. Brakes. Know where your brakes are, darling. That's all. Just know where your brakes are.
Yeah, you got to have a deal. That's the deal.
Oh.
Listen, I might get uptight. It's not because I don't love you. It's because I'm nervous. But the other thing, you've just got to brake when I say brake. That's all. They're the two things.
And they want to get right up the backside and they want to put on the brakes really quickly. Just
chill out.
Smooth.
Chill.
Smooth is good.
Chill.
Smooth is good.
And you got to have that voice too. This voice you just displayed then. Nice going, darling. That was magnificent.
What are you doing?
None of that.
You got to be calm.
Talking about gentle voices, I needed one over the break. Over Christmas.
Why?
You remember I told you I was having a lot of people over for Christmas Day?
Oh, yeah.
So
How'd it go?
25 and 65 or whatever I had.
They're all sleeping in the house.
Had a bit of an issue. Our plumbing,
Who would have guessed?
our plumbing backed up.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Holy moly.
So we couldn't flush the toilets, right? So
Is this from overuse?
could be. It's just an older house with old pipes and whatever.
Okay.
Did you have to get a Portaloo delivered?
No, we got through because one toilet must have been on a different line and that was working. But one toilet, and the boys were just in the garden and just number twos when the ladies were using the other toilet.
Right.
Anyway, cut a long story short, we get a Boxing Day and it's pretty bad. So I ring up the plumbers and I said, I need this. This is urgent. My toilet won't flush, blah, blah, blah.
On Boxing Day.
So on Boxing Day.
Oh,
they
would
said,
have stung you.
no, they said, no problem. We'll be there tomorrow, 27th. I said, no problem.
Did you call? Yeah, you would have copped that.
You got to cop it. You've got to fix it. You've got to have a fix. So no problem. They said, we'll be there at 11 o'clock. At 3 o'clock that afternoon, I ring. I said, are you coming? They go, no, we're going to be there tomorrow. I said, well, I'm going away tomorrow. What time are you going to be there? She said, we'll guarantee you'll be there by 10. I said, I'm leaving at 1 because I've got to be at the airport by 3:30.
Yeah.
So if you can just make sure that happens. 12:45, still not there. I said, are you coming? They said, we'll be there in 5 minutes. So they rock up. I told them what was wrong with the toilet because I'd unblocked it with...
Yeah.
Do you know how to unblock a toilet if a toilet gets blocked?
Plunger?
No. Most people use plungers, but the best thing to use is a mop.
A mop?
So you just get the mop and you slam it in and it actually pushes all the water and it doesn't break your pipes. You just pop it and it pops...
Okay.
So it pops where the...
Pushes through the blockage.
Pushes through. So I'd done that. I said... And I said to the lady, when he rocks up, don't bring a plunger. You'll need a machine because it's blocked from the street, from my house to the street, to the main sewer. Anyway,
Jeez,
this kid rocks up with a plunger with a ticket on it. So he's gone to Coles and picked up this plunger.
Oh, you're joking.
I asked him, how long you been in the game? He goes, I'm in my third year apprenticeship and blah, 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 blah. So we finally get it fixed, and they were not the plumbers themselves, but the agent that I was going through got it all fixed for me eventually.
Good on you.
My civil selfishness, though, how is it the plumbers and other tradesmen can't rock up on the right day or anywhere near the right time without calling you? How selfish is that?
Yeah, you need a call. Everything, all's forgiven with a call.
Send me a text message. Just say, look, I'm not going to be there. So they're a day late. They don't even ring me. I ring them. Oh, no, we'll be there tomorrow. We'll be there at 10 o'clock and they get there at 1:45.
Yeah, see, I reckon you got a bad one.
Really?
I get a lot of calls when we are dealing with tradies. They're quite good.
Really?
Yeah, I reckon you've just got a bad egg.
I copped it 3 times though. It was pretty ordinary.
Well, they might know who you are.
So your civil selfishness is
you.
that tradesmen, plumbers in this case,
How selfish?
need to be more prompt with their times.
No, not even prompt.
No.
Be more communicative.
Just send a text message.
Just send me a text message or a call. Just say we're running an hour late because there was a lot of rain, so there's been a lot of plumbing issues. Just let me know,
mate. Even this one. Listen, mate. I had a big night last night. I've only just got up. Apologies. I'm going to be a couple of hours late. I would go, hey, mate, thank you.
So you got to treat.
I'll see you in a couple of hours.
I think tradies should treat their customers like their wife. If you're going to be late coming home, you just ring up and you say, I'm running a couple of hours late. I won't be long.
Yeah, that's
simple as that.
Just don't ask me to bake a cake.
No, exactly right.
Boys, want a bit of feedback to wrap up the show?
Yes, please.
Alrighty. Got a question for you here, Marko, from Dodsy.
Okay.
Dodsy has said, he sent a photo of some Jaffas that are being taken off Woolworths shelves, apparently.
Why?
I don't quite know
I'm
the
aware
context.
of this.
And
Don't tell me you're they're Ellen's. Jaffas.
I've contacted Grandpa Rupee.
And what did Roop say?
He's not happy with the situation.
Is this because of all the complaints at the movie cinemas?
I think there's
With
going to
people
be
throwing Jaffas.
I think there's going to be a relaunch of Jaffas because when they are in the favourite style bag,
Yeah.
they're the most. People like them. When we've done our research at Ellen's, people love Jaffas, but we just need a new ad campaign because when we were rolling them down the aisles, they were just jumping off shelves.
How good.
Yeah.
So look for a new ad campaign. It's on the way.
Hey, so Grandpa Rupee's working on this, yeah?
Grandpa Rupee has put the balls or the Jaffas in motion.
So question for you, Marko.
Yeah.
You're 54?
54.
How old's Grandpa Rupee?
Grandpa Rupee is 96.
Yeah, he's in the 90s now. 96, yeah.
He wouldn't believe how good he is. He's unbelievable.
Right, okay.
Yeah, he's strong. Turns up at work every day. Does a 40-hour week at Allen's every single week.
Had kids young, obviously.
Yep.
No, 21 and 20.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's all young.
Yeah, he's 96.
No, I get it.
I know someone who was a grandma at 34.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
The amazing thing is I've stayed on his good side for so long.
Yeah.
He's basically torched every other kid.
Well, you want to make
Mate,
sure
you are
inherit
the heir of
company.
the empire.
The sole heir to the Allen's lolly fortune.
Well, that is what Dodsy said here. Surely the heir to the throne can do something about it. So obviously you can.
The Jaffas are in motion. Don't worry.
We will watch that with interest.
Nice.
Josh has written in with some feedback, or a comment rather, on you, Ox. He said, Ox and Marko, I'm a bit younger than you boys. I just got all Ox's Bangles references from the last 15 years by watching one short video.
What was it?
Well, I imagine it was Eternal Flame. Or,
She recorded that in the nude.
Did she really?
She did. The producer said you'll sing the song better than you've ever sung it if you're in the nude, and she did.
Wow.
There's a trick. Oh, Susanna Hoffs. My goodness me. What a musician.
What about Walk Like an Egyptian? Where is that? That was always a fave.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was a fave.
Manic Monday's good.
Manic Mondays are
No
ripper.
Eternal Flame, but anyway, they're good songs.
What about Hazy Shade of Winter?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Amazing.
Great song.
What a great band.
Underrated.
Should be immortalised.
Underrated.
I do reckon they're underrated. Who else is
The
underrated?
Bengals aren't underrated.
I reckon they
they're
are.
rated by everybody.
No, I think it's only you.
Wham.
Oh, they're pretty big.
Bam, oh man.
They're pretty big. I mean, Wake Me Up Before You Go is a pretty big song.
That was big.
No, Walk Like an Egyptian or Manic Monday.
Mate, can you remember how many people were walking around with the Choice T-shirt?
The Choose Life?
Oh, it's a Choose Life.
Choose Life.
I thought it was Choice.
No, it was Choose Life. What about the Frankie Say Relax T-shirts? Or
Yeah,
whatever
they're
it is?
big.
They were huge.
Big.
Monstrous.
Big.
Feedback from Sam here. Sam Coleman has said, G'day, gents.
G'day.
I've only just come across your podcast and I'm loving it. However, I will pull you up on one thing, though.
All right, here we go. All right.
Zero alcohol beer. Due to my recent open heart surgery to replace a valve, I'm now only able to have 3 standard drinks a day, or I may suffer internal bleeding and die. That's what he said. Thus,
Well, make it the right choice.
thus zero alcohol beer is my go-to. It's a little tough now. It's not funny, but it kind of is. It's a little tough now as I'm no longer able to have my 10 to 15 stubby sessions ever again. Thanks for a great show. Cheers from Sam. It's probably not bad he's not having a 10 to 15 stubby session, though, even without the hard stuff.
Would you risk, if he says 3, that's what the doctors say, I reckon he could probably go 5.
No, but see, but if you don't have a drink for 8 days, you can have 24.
Is that the way it works?
That's the way it works.
That is not how it works.
You have 3 a day. If you don't drink for 8 days, you can have 24 on the 8th day.
No, that sounds right.
Hang on. This is a bloke who is a part owner of a rehab centre, and you're saying drinking 24 drinks in one day is fine.
That's why you should listen to him.
That's
he knows
right.
his stuff.
Jeez, yeah.
3 days too easy.
God, you
Just go off for 8 days, lose some weight, and then on the 8th day just have 24, and then every 8 days you do that, you'll be well.
talking out of your ass. Late last year, we had a brief conversation about what was better, Frasier or Cheers. I can't remember what everyone said. What did you guys say?
Cheese.
Must have been Cheese. Must have
Hands
been
down.
Cheese. Sam Malone.
I'm team Frasier.
I know you're Team Frasier
Woody,
because you are
Coach.
that type of person.
Nami.
What do you mean? What kind of person?
Well, you like to be different
Oh, right. Okay.
because you're not the norm.
Okay. All right. There you go.
Get it? Not the norm.
Yeah. Nah.
Yeah.
Luke has said both are great. Frasier's better.
All right, let's see.
Oh,
It's
What's Luke's
handpicked.
last name?
If he's
Not
Twitter
Bradley.
handles right.
Yeah.
It's Luke Bradley, is it?
Luke Bradley.
David White has
Oh,
said.
Whitey, he's a star.
Hey, David White used to run Channel 10, didn't he?
That's a different David White.
Yeah.
Okay. Not the same one.
See,
This is-
the
yeah.
David White, the car driver.
Yeah.
No,
this
actually,
is,
I'm going to hold David because I think David's is controversial. I'll
is
come
it
back to that.
WIGHT or WHITE?
No, it's Y.
Oh, WYTE.
Yeah, WHYTE.
Oh, really? That is
Get to him in a second. Anthony has said, Frasier all the way. It still constantly plays in our house. My wife and daughter love it. Anthony's right. It's a great show. I love Cheers, though.
Handpicked.
David, this is the controversy, and I want to get your opinion on this because I'll be very interested to hear what you say.
Diane.
David has said, both wrong. The greatest sitcom of all time is Married with Children.
See, different era.
No, I think Married with Children is arguably the worst sitcom of all time, except for Big Bang Theory, which is terrible.
No, I think Kingswood Country is the best, but just not politically correct.
It was great for its time.
Oh,
It was so good.
Ted Bullpit.
It was
What a
so
character.
Good. It was so good.
What was,
It
the, what was the
good.
car? Was it not the Kingswood?
Kingswood, the community.
Not the Kingswood.
Yeah. Leave your money on the fridge. All that stuff.
Married with
Magnificent.
Children is just awful.
Are
isn't
you
it?
joking?
No, I'm not.
Oh, Ted Bundy's character in that was amazing.
I'm-
And Peggy, it was a brilliant show.
What was Christina Applegate's role?
She was the dumb
daughter.
blonde.
She
was the dumb blonde.
She deserved an Oscar. For
And what was
her
her-
roles,
what
'cause
was your
she played
son's
a
name?
dumb blonde better than anyone.
Ralph.
Oh no.
Oh, the son in.
But it wasn't Bart.
Buzz. No, Bud.
Bud.
Bud Bundy.
Bud Bundy. Anyway, that's the feedback. The verdict, by the way, is Frasier marginally nudges
Really?
out Cheers.
I'm not surprised, to be honest.
I'm very surprised.
We're going to finish the show with hopefully a very funny joke.
Righto. We fixed the wheel up from last week.
It was anti-clockwise last week, wasn't it? No, it was clockwise.
No, it's clockwise.
It's clockwise.
We're all set.
Spin the
Okay.
wheel.
Spin it.
What is it?
It's a plumber joke.
Oh, really? Oh, thanks. On the back of my plumber. All right, let's find one.
Come on.
What's a plumber's favourite type of shoe?
Go on.
Clogs.
Yeah, it's just like your toilet. Righto.
We'll catch you next week.
Yeah, you betcha.
And thanks for listening to the Couple of Blokes podcast with Ox and Marko. And if you get a chance to share it with a friend, that'd be fantastic. Massive thanks to the team at the E&S Trading Clearance Centre in Clayton on Dandenong Road. And if you're not in Melbourne, you can check them out online. Some massive savings. Couple of Blokes executive producer is Dan Bradley at Kaizen Media, and sound design from Daryl Misson at loudzebra.com. We'll see you next time.
Where are we going to get a leaderboard for the wingman?
I was thinking about wingmans the other day.
We need a good one.
Who is the greatest wingman of all time?
Well, it's from the actual movie.
From Goose?
Yeah, Goose.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Been some good wingman over the journey, I reckon.
Well,
what
who
about
we-
Batman and Robin? Robin was a pretty good wingman.
No, Robin, it's a different category.
Hutch, Miss Starsky.
What about Ernie? Bert and Ernie?
Yeah.
See, I think they're number twos, all those, where a wingman is a little different. A little bit different.
Wingman sacrifices himself, doesn't he?
That's right.
So would that be Kato?
Yes.
You know the Green Hornet and Kato?
Yeah. There has
You
to
don't
be,
remember him?
There's got
No,
to
I
be.
don't know.
There's got to be sacrifice. There has to be sacrifice when you're a wingman. When you're a good wingman, because very rarely are there two.
What was Tonto? There was Tonto and... It was
The Lone Ranger.
Yeah, Tonto was
Yeah,
a great wingman to Lone Ranger.
I don't know how much sacrifice there was there.
Well, Horry did a great thing for his mate.
I'll give you the biggest sacrifice.
There you go.
With breakfast,
Yeah.
bacon and eggs.
Yeah.
The pig made a sacrifice.
Massive wingman, the pig.
The chicken's a participant.
The chicken didn't sacrifice. He just participated.
Yes.
He just participated, but the pig, he sacrificed.
Massive
The pig might be the
sacrifice.
greatest wingman